is a land of so many amazing and striking landscapes and contrasts, absolutely boundless natural beauty. And there are so many hidden gems that lay way far beyond the glossy brochures that you'll see in the travel agencies. All the iconic landmarks like the Sydney Opera House, the Great Ocean Road, the Great Barrier Reef, captures like the worldwide audience. There are so many places, if you get off the beaten track, that are actually even more captivating. From secluded beaches right down to these magical waterfalls in the middle of absolute nowhere. These are the type of places that show the true essence of Australia. And for those that are willing to get a little bit off the beaten track, you will not be disappointed. Off with Manning Gorge. This is located in the Kimberley region of Western Australia, and this is where you'll really need to get off grid and off the beaten track, because you'll have to go down the Gibb River Road to get here. This place is so unique that before you even start, you have to get across a river that is full of crocodiles. Now don't worry, it's not saltwater crocodiles. They're the little healthy freshwater crocodiles that won't bite you. They're just like lizards.
How many crocs did you see in the water this morning?
We seen 6 last night.
The thing was, when we were there, you had to kind of wade through the water and swim through the water. So you're kind of wet, and then you have to walk like an hour and a half or so. I think it took us a couple of hours to get across. But the cute thing is about that river crossing is that they have like this little tub that you can put your clothes in so that you can get changed straight
What's
after
happening
if you
here,
want to.
We're sending our gear across the river.
Why aren't we carrying it?
And this is the way to do it. If you do it this way, it saves an hour walking around. You're swimming.
It's like an oasis.
The hike itself is fairly challenging. Not challenging to some because it's rugged, but it's not so up and down like climbing over big cliffs and that kind of thing that we have had with other hikes. But it is absolutely beautiful landscape. It goes from, you know, greenery to rocks, and it is really enjoyable. I do suggest that you get off there, like leave really early in the morning or early-ish in the morning so that you're not walking through there in the hot sun.
Oh wow. Still got a way to go though.
Like actually, we don't know it yet, don't we? Aboriginal painting!
Oh wow.
See it right
If you
there?
stand back, you can see the old avenue.
And there's another one right there. Pass the camera quickly.
I can't, it's around my thing.
Can you see it?
Wow.
What at the end is this absolutely picturesque waterfall. So the waterfall itself isn't that huge, but it cascades into this clear bowl of water basically, and huge cliffs along the sides. So there's lush vegetation all the way around, and it's such a peaceful spot that you can totally relax. I would recommend taking some sort of lunch and a couple of drinks with you so that you can really enjoy this absolutely magical Manning Gorge. Territory. Now, if you're going to Northern Territory by plane, this is a great place that you can go to because you could hire a car and drive yourself out here because it's pretty much bitumen or a bit of dirt road to get out here. It's called Crab Claw Island. This is well known for its natural beauty, and you'll really get to see what outback Northern Territory is really like. So there's amazing opportunities that you may be able to catch some barramundi. You can hire a boat, but just be aware that there are saltwater crocodiles there. When we were there was a big 5-meter salty that would come up right onto the beach. So you can't go swimming in the beach, but there is swimming pools. I think there's 2 of them at the park that you can go and take a fresh dip in. Definitely a great place to sit up the top of the Crab Claw kind of resort area, and you can have some dinner, you can watch the sunset go down.
Look at this. Isn't it beautiful?
And there are these really cool rustic cabins that you can stay in that overlook the water as well.
These are some of the waterfront cabins. So cool. Nice view. Obviously there's a crocodile down there, so no good for swimming, unfortunately.
And you'll also spot helicopters coming in. So you can also do a helicopter tour to these kind of places, which if you've got the funds would be bloody amazing. one of the reasons why I decided that I wanted to do more travel and see more of Australia, because I saw this on someone's Instagram page and I'm like, what? That is in Australia? And it's called Parinella Park. It's located and it's nestled inside the Queensland rainforest. It's got this magical history that will totally captivate you. And this castle was built by Jose Parinella. He's a Spanish immigrant and he built this castle for his then lover that he had left behind in Spain, and he built this huge castle over a long period of time for her. He went back to see her and to collect her, but she's like, you haven't like called me, and so I've moved on to someone else. So instead he grabbed her sister, married her, and she came over and they lived happily ever after at this absolutely amazing castle that is totally mesmerizing, and it's definitely somewhere that I would take a caravan and stay so that you can see it during the day and then go back there at night. Absolutely amazing, and surrounded by this beautiful Mena Falls waterfall, which just, I think it just sets it off.
Where they had all their little picnics, and so you could dress casually here, but if you wanted to go up there, you had to be dressed in a three-piece suit. And he also designed it so every single table had a view of the waterfall.
And there's these huge trees that he's planted as well. It's truly magical. You definitely have to put that on your list. It's great for you and your family to go on because it does teach the kids a lot about the wilderness in Tasmania and the history of logging and that kind of thing. This is called the West Coast Wilderness Track. You actually get to go on this train. It has this certain type of click-ins that actually takes the train up a hill. There's a special word for it, I can't remember what it is, but it's like rack and rail or something like that, because it used to actually cart product that they had up and down hills. So it was something that was invented a long time ago and is very rarely used.
So we've now hit the rack and rail part of the track, and essentially it's just clawing its way up the hill, so you can feel it like rock back and forth. What it's called, like the ab track.
And it says something. I
Think I can. Like Thomas the Tank Engine.
like because
I feel like it's going to stall.
I know, this is like a little bit roller
Start
coaster.
going backwards.
And I've got quite a good day for it. That river is roaring, but it's not due to water.
You get to go on this old school train that they've kind of refurbished to make it look like it's like you're stepping back in time, and you learn the history of the mining, and you get to go through this beautiful wilderness. You'll get to see wild and untamed Tasmania like you would never imagine that it would be like. It's like going back to when people weren't even around.
Very cool.
And I also want to say that there's like abandoned settlements, and we even got off the train and sort of saw what a little old gold mine was like. It was really interesting. Here's one of my favourite camps around Australia. This one is in South Australia and it's called Paly Beach. This one you can actually take your caravan or your camper or whatever you're travelling in right onto the beach, and you'll get to look out at these crystal clear waters. We managed to get like the spot right out in front of the toilets, which is super cool. That's the toilets up there, and this is what it looks like. The area is, it's very tidal, so if you've got like little kids, it's perfect for that because it's so far out for them to go before they actually get into deep water, and so it's a really nice relaxing way to spend a few days. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that I've shown you a couple of places that you've never heard of before, and I really want to encourage you to get out there and see Australia. I know it's awesome traveling overseas, but to get to see your own backyard, like, we are so lucky to live here in Australia. So thank you again for watching. If you wouldn't mind subscribing, it really does help with my channel and helps encourage me to make more videos like this for you. And leave me a comment. I would love to hear if you've been to any of these places. I would actually really love to hear where you're watching this from, and I hope to see you next time.